Alrighty then, so you can play the first 6 exercises, chromatic and sweeping. You feel comfortable with that. Very important. You gotta feel comfortable with it. It doesn't have to be fast. That's what we're doing in this step. But you gotta feel comfortable playing those different rhythms. Both chromatic and sweeping. Now then, if that's the case, great. Let's talk about speed. So, the secret to playing fast is to practice with great accuracy. So that means the rhythm has to be perfect. To the click, taka 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 taka, not like oh and all over the click. It's gotta be perfect. So great accuracy. And then the secret is to play in short bursts. So the shortest you can be is just one note, right? So on that click, bam, bam, bam. You should play this. This is the first example here. You should play that so perfectly that you can't hear the click. It's called burying the click. When you can do it there, you do it. Okay? Try that at different tempos. You want to kill that click off. You can't even hear it anymore. That's how perfect you are. And then the second example is you gotta really think about the whole 4/16ths there, the whole beat of 16ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you only play the first two. Etc. Same here. So you don't go. Oh, it gotta be da-da. Do that to begin with, 4/16ths, and then don't worry about if it's an upstroke or downstroke. Just focus on that rhythm, and it'll happen naturally. The next example is 3/16ths. So you got da 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 da. And just like with the triplets, you will start with that finger, and then you start with that finger, and then that finger, and then that finger. That's really good for your independence of fingers. That's what's talking about with independence for drummers when they do right, right, left, right, right, right. The rudiments, different combinations of left and right hand strokes. Here, when you're going, you're developing independence between the fingers. Great exercise. Do it here. In many ways, it's better than the triplet one, actually. Next up, we have the 5. So not 4. We've done that in the last step, right? So, oops, I'll do it again. Again, we're starting with different fingers, because it's an uneven number of notes. Same here. This is quite difficult. So 5/16th notes and then rest for 3. Play 5, rest for 3. Next one, 6 in a row. Etc. here. See, evened out there after I played all those. Takes a while for some of these exercises to kind of even out where they come back on themselves. Play all of these to click. Final one, 7. So it's etc. here. See how long it takes for that to even out? It takes forever. There, it evened out. much more difficult than it seems. You look at it and you go like, oh, it's just 16th notes. I've taken one out. It makes it so much more difficult. So practice all of these: chromatic and sweeping. You got videos following this playlist showing you how to, each individual one, but you need to do it on your own to a click. Maybe play one chromatic and then straight away play it sweeping, or play through all 6 examples chromatic and then all 6 sweeping, and the next day do it the other way around, sweeping first. Mix it up. Maybe skip between the examples, but stick to this step for quite a few weeks. Don't worry about the other steps. Just focus on this one. And get that metronome going up and down in different tempos. So remember, this is to develop speed, right? But what we really focus on here is accuracy. You have to play all of these perfectly. They have to be perfect. The accuracy has to be 100%. If you can do that and you can move the tempo to up and down, and you don't worry about like, oh, today I did it at 126. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you play it perfectly with absolute accuracy, and you do it regularly. And then the speed, the way how quickly you can play in general, because how quickly you can play this doesn't matter, right? Nobody wants to listen to this. How quickly you can play in general will improve by doing this. So just keep doing it. Spend quite a few weeks on just these exercises. And then remember, 10 minutes twice a day, 15 minutes twice a day maximum. Don't do it more than that, because you'll start sounding a bit mechanical. You start hearing chromatic notes as okay. They're not really okay for the listener. It's got to be music that you play the majority of the day. So if you're practicing for, say, an hour a day, I wouldn't do more than 10 minutes of this. Because the brain needs the good stuff, the musical stuff. Work on songs. Work on, like, if you're working on scales, work on scales in relation to a song. So you keep making music all the time. And this is like the worst bit, the chromatic, those notes. Do that as little as possible. So the more you practice other stuff, the more you can do this. That's the deal, right? Okay. I'll see you in the next step.